guess what has been the reaction like with the guys, and how have you kept them together after trading Rafi?
I mean, obviously, it's a huge day, right? And our job is to show up today and play the Mariners. And you talk to players, and just want to make sure everybody is in the same page. And we're in a good spot. Obviously, the guy means so much to that group, means so much to the organization, to the city of Boston. I'm not going to hide it, but at the same time, we got to show up. We're playing good baseball. They're one of the teams that are ahead of us, so try to win the series.
Were you in constant communication with the front office so that everybody said they found out on the plane, but did you kind of know after the game heading to the airport?
We always had conversations, and had an idea what was going on, obviously, but at the same time, it's not a given. It's not 100% that it's going to happen, right? But the front office, ownership, and the group, they do an amazing job. Keeping the lines of communication and telling me what's going on. So yeah.
After the trade happens, what was your message to the group?
We got to keep going. That's the bottom line. We put ourselves in a good spot, right? We have played good baseball for an extended period of time, right? Now we have to do it without Rafi, but at the same time, we added some pieces that we do believe they're going to help us, especially obviously in the pitching department, and that's something that we've been talking about throughout the off season and early in the season. We have to pitch, and these two guys, in my opinion, they're going to impact the big league team at one point.
How would you describe the mood of the players and the coaches kind of on that flight? I mean, it's a 6-hour flight. You guys just found out. Was it a weird?
Yeah, in the beginning, of course, but then after that, it's business as usual. We, coaches have to prepare for the series. The boys, they play cards, and obviously they had their conversations, but, it's a long flight anyway. So obviously the news came up early, and then after that, I don't want to say business as usual, but it was a regular flight.
You were part of obviously a big trade as a player, the Manny trade. When a big bat like that gets traded, for the clubhouse of the team, is he just like turn the page, or what's that feeling like?
If you go back to that one, it was, towards the end of the season, and when it really, this matters. Don't get me wrong, but at that point we traded Manny, and we had an off day, I think, that day, so we were able to kind of like digest it and show up the next day. Jay Bay showed up, and we kept going, right? And we were one game away from making it to the World Series, all banged up, right? So it's not the first trade that goes down, it's how this game goes, right? And one thing that we have to do, and I know it sounds harsh, we have to turn the page and be ready for Seattle.
Do you think with the guys you do have in the clubhouse that you can adequately replace Rafi, or at the very least, manage his loss?
Rafi Devers is Rafi Devers. He's a special hitter, and we all know that. But there's an opportunity for other guys to get at bats and contribute.
Why do you think it didn't work out? 2 years into a 10-year deal.
There's some reasons that it didn't work out, right? And I don't want to, pinpoint stuff, whatever. But the last few months hasn't been easy, right? We made decisions in the off season. Circumstances have changed the last month, and this is a decision we made as an organization. Now Rafi's going to be with the Giants, and like I said, we have to turn the page and be ready for this team.
What did Rafi think when he found out?
He shook our hands and he took off.
What's the status of Hicks? What do you foresee in terms of getting?
I think he's going to throw a live VP in the upcoming days, and then we'll see where we at. I don't know if a rehab assignment is coming up, but he's getting close.
You looking at a late inning reliever? Or?
We haven't talked about that yet.
So he's joining the team here, or he's going to Boston?
Boston.